Good morning. We back with another vlog. You paused it. We got a little late start this morning. Amira and Amina had a 2-hour delay, so we did not get on the road as early as we normally do. Once again, we eating another breakfast this morning. Yo, I'm not even a breakfast type of person, but this oatmeal that I think Amira got for you got that from Barry, Amira?
Mm-hmm.
This oatmeal that she got from her trainer, it's delicious. It's nothing like the Quaker Oats. The Quaker Oats is alright, but this oatmeal is way better. It's actually my second time having it this week. And Amina, I was making Amina some oatmeal too, but her bus had came. She wasn't really pressed over it, so I guess she'll just get some more made for her when she get home from school. But I kind of needed that extra couple hours of rest because we ain't end up getting into the house probably like 2 in the morning, 1:30 in the morning. We actually had, if y'all go watch the vlog, we had some halal food. That was our first time having it, and it was amazing. I got some barbecue wings, but the barbecue wings was hot for real, for real. You feel me? I thought the spicy barbecue was the ones that was gonna have that flavor to it, that spice to it, but the regular barbecue should burn my tongue too. But the food was amazing. The fries was fried just right. Boss lady was half asleep, so I don't even know if she remember the taste or the flavor because her eyes was closed as she was eating it. Speaking of boss lady, that's who we waiting on right now. Mary, you got practice today or you got berries? Berries. So alright. When is your next meet? Saturday. Where is it at? Virginia. Oh, alright. You know how many hours away? Like 4?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, alright. Yo, Mary be on a roll when it comes to this track and field. She hasn't had a meet close yet. But that's usually how it is with the sports that she play. I remember when Amira used to do gymnastics when she was younger. They used to travel all over the world as well. She swear in her mind that I wasn't there traveling.
No, you were not.
Yes, I was. It was me, Basil, and Dad.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil and Dad. And sometimes it was just Dad.
Her memory is horrible, y'all. Her memory is horrible. Hey, Mom.
You went to 1 or 2. Right?
Mom, you remember when Amira used to travel for volleyball? Wasn't I with them going to her meets or going to her
I'm talking about
gymnastics when we used to ride out when she used to have her meets?
Oh yeah,
exactly.
for gymnastics, yeah. I was gonna say volleyball. No,
not volleyball. I'm talking about
gym.
1 or 2. No, I didn't. I was younger. I didn't really have nothing to do. I was definitely with y'all.
You went to 1 or 2.
I went to most of them.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did. And I used to take you to practice because that's how we got lost that one night.
Well, we didn't practice one time.
Well, we didn't really. No, I did not. What? Yo, her memory is fried.
Alright, you didn't take me to practice one time. Because you had your own car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't
no,
take me
you
to
ain't. You was driving a black car. Remember we had that black Toyota Camry?
That's because that was where the quarters was.
Yeah. No, but Corey drove me with his car before.
Yeah, that's the time we got lost. We didn't really get lost, but I missed
you had the black car. That's when y'all got lost.
Yes.
You had all that change.
I had all that change. Yo, listen, this is a crazy story time. My sister had gymnastics at about 45 minutes away from home. Cool.
You want to get gas before we go?
The time. I really want to get her to school. That was the plan, but we was waiting on you, my love.
2 minutes. When I knew your butt wasn't driving, I had to get that email out.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would have drove for you, but I wanted to eat my oatmeal as well.
Well, you not eating.
It's cause it's cooling off.
Come on, blow it.
And I'm talking right now.
Blow it, baby.
But yo, let me get back to this story time. It was one time that my mom and dad, they needed me to take Amira to her gymnastics practice. Mind you,
we need you to pick her up.
Oh,
you was picking her up.
I'm picking her.
Y'all got lost coming home.
All right, I was picking her up. You're right. I guess she was there already, and I needed to pick her up. Mind y'all, my pop had me driving on the road early. Like I'm talking about before I even had a license, had me doing 85 on 95. Like, he kind of the one that kind of pushed me and got my driving right before I was even legal. Same with somebody that, you know, we're not going to speak about, but we kind of got behind the wheel way before it was our time. So, mind you, let's get back to the story. They asked me to go pick her up. Mind you, it's getting a little dark outside. So, I got my GPS and all that. But, however, my phone had to be on about 5%, y'all. My phone had to be on about 5%. I didn't have a charger on me. I didn't have any money on me. I think I might have been in high school at this time.
Grade.
Like 10th grade at this time, y'all. I'm really just, you feel me, just new and experienced, just happy to be driving, not knowing you actually got to pay attention to signs and the road and all that. So I pick her up. So as we're on our way back, I'm looking at signs. I know that they're familiar. I know like approximately where I'm going. I know around about where I'm going. However, I got to the sign. I got to the exit where we were supposed to take the exit. The last exit right before. The last exit right before we transition over into another state. So I missed the exit, right? So now I'm driving. So now 2 lanes become 3 lanes. 3 lanes become 4 lanes. 4 lanes become 5 lanes. Mind you, y'all, at this point, I'm probably at a quarter tank of gas. But I didn't realize that I was going farther and farther away from home. So now y'all know me. I'm like, alright, now all I gotta do is make a U-turn. But by this time, y'all, I had already drove probably like an extra 30, 45 minutes past where I was supposed to go. Because I don't know what I was doing. I was trying to see the next best possible exit. I started running into signs of things I've never seen before. Whole time, my little sister in the back, sleep, knocked out. And it's just getting darker and darker. So now I'm starting to get a little worried. Now I'm starting to get, I don't want to say panicking, but I'm like, yo, where I'm at. Mind you, my phone is now at about 2%.
Gas is at about almost E.
Gas is almost at about E. Luckily, my parents used to keep a holster for the quarters. And when I say quarters, I don't mean just, it had to be about $7, $8 worth of quarters that they used to just keep, you know, in a holster that was on the side of the car. So eventually I end up getting off at an exit. Now when I get off at this exit, y'all, I go to the nearest gas station. And at the time, my mom used to bartend, you feel me? So she wasn't really accessible on her phone. My pop wasn't really playing his phone, you feel me, at the time. So I'm calling them. They never answer. I'm calling them from a gas station at this point because my phone done died already. So they don't answer. Mind you, I got my little sister in the car. I done locked her in the car. So I'm like, yo, how the heck is we gonna get back? Yo, I don't know where I'm at. So I'm getting directions. I'm getting guidance from the people that are at the gas station. They trying to point me in the right direction. But at the end of the day, I told you I had crossed lines. So as I'm telling them where I'm trying to go, some people are not even familiar with what I'm talking about.
Mind you, you're a new driver. New drivers, like, you don't really be familiar with nothing about driving.
No, like, I'm still focused on the road, let alone I'm still focused on trying to be inside within the lines of driving and let alone pay attention to signs. So I eventually get back on the road. So as I get back on the exit, as I get back on the road, of course, I takes the exit that's taking me further away from home. At this point, y'all, I realize I really don't know where I'm at. You feel me? I stop again. At this time when I stop, I actually used the quarters to get some gas. Mind you, it wasn't as many quarters as I thought. I probably put about $5 in there.
If that.
I probably put about $5, if that, in there. Mind you, both my phones did. I actually think I had, the worst part was, I had my little brother's phone with me.
Yeah.
But his phone, I didn't know his passcode.
Yeah.
So I wasn't able to get in the phone and use the GPS. So I was just basically screwed. Like, I'm playing his phone to make sure, you feel me, if anybody calling him. But he was a little younger, so he used his phone for games and stuff like that. Wasn't nobody really calling his phone. At the time, I was the oldest out of my siblings at the house, but I'm still a young boy. So I finally put the gas in. So as I put the gas in, I stop at another gas station. I ask somebody. They finally point me in the right direction. Okay, so when they point me in the right direction, I end up finding out what area I am because of the schools that are around me. Mind you, I'm still about 35 minutes away from the house at this point, but I'm in an area that I've never been before. So I still gotta navigate my way to where I need to be. I stop at the gas station. They give me the directions and all that. Mind you, the tank is back down again because I didn't drove past the exit I needed to go and even farther away from home. But y'all, this is when I realized that people are cruel and people really don't care about you in whatever circumstance you might been in. So the second gas station I stopped at, I asked the man, and he must have been a coach at a school or something, because he had the sign on his shirt. So I'm like, listen, I let him know the situation. Like, I got my little sister in the back seat. You feel me? Is it possible that you could spare me at least $5 for gas so I could get back home? When I tell you that was the most ruthless no I've ever heard in my life. He said no as if I was trying to take some money for him or stick him up. He said no in the most disrespectful way ever. After that, y'all, he shut me down from asking anybody else for any money.
Did we call you back?
Y'all never called me back. Y'all ended up finding out about this story the next morning. Yo, it was nothing but God and my ancestors that guided me and led me close enough to home where I realized where I was going to go. Led me. I was talking, I'm sorry. I kind of got caught. That led me to where I needed to go. But at that time, y'all, I have never left the house with a dead phone or a dead charger ever again in my life. But that was a life lesson for me. I was no longer super anxious to get behind the car and start driving, because I was just thinking, how my parents would have known where I was at? How would they would have known? They wouldn't have. They wouldn't have known where I was at all.
No clue.
But it was nothing but the grace of God that led us back. And to be honest, Mira was asleep during the whole time, so that pressure wasn't really on her back. I woke her up once we got home. But after that, y'all, I vowed to always pay attention on the road and to always be prepared when I left the house, because that's just something I wouldn't wish on anybody, especially being a new driver. Now, I don't really see myself being in that situation. But back then, starting to drive at 15, 16, not even having a license. I'm not even really supposed to be driving, but I'm driving. Now I'm lost and don't know where I'm going. That was one of the stories that tightened me up real good.
Called your father now.
Like, subscribe, and ring that bell notification for more vlogs. Let's get it!